Oopsie, Joel here from Cards in Hand. It turns out my microphone was muted for about the first 6 minutes of this video, so in post-production, I'm going to attempt to recreate my audio on this audio track. This can only be awesome.
Whamp, whamp, what it do, what it do. Whamp, whamp. Is that a horn?
It's my mead horn.
You're supposed to blow into it to call our comrades, you dick.
Nah, man.
I sounded so like D&D, like Dungeon Master nerd guy there for a second. You're supposed to blow into it to call our comrades, you dick.
Ha 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 ha. Nice one, Sam. This actually came from Loot Crate this month. Isn't that cool?
That's sweet. Welcome, everybody, to Cards in Hand, episode
10.
10.
10.
It's April 21st, 2016. Happy surprise drug test day, everybody.
Nice one, Sam.
Oh my god. Now, real quick, I don't want to do this. I don't want this to be part of the show too much, but Minnesota got a little darker today. We lost a very cool artist and musician by the name of Prince. So this one's for you, buddy. Love you. And to all the family and people affected and stuff. This one's for you.
This may or may not be true, but Prince is the reason that we chose the color purple.
Real talk. Real talk.
I'm totally kidding. It's not.
Real
but
talk.
For today, we'll say it is. In fact, we'll say it is dedicated to Prince.
Dedication. Dedication.
My girlfriend let me know earlier that he may have died, and I was reading the news, and it said that a body was taken out of his home. So for me, I was like, it may not be true. It may not even be him.
Right. You just like didn't want to. I didn't want to believe it either. Yeah. So 2016 is just, yeah. It's like, damn it, dude. Like, you couldn't take Nicki Minaj or something. Anyway.
Some, I agree with you.
Yeah, this one's for you guys. This one's for
some kind of joke about Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. This one's for you, buddy. And fun fact, Trisha's dad went to high school with him. But even cooler, one of the first times I met Joel, he was telling me about all this stuff that he did with his uncle about building like drum sets and building guitars and stuff. And he like met the Monkees and all this other stuff. And one of the things that they did was, the Best of the Beatles. His uncle also like got to work with Prince and do like stuff for him. And I just thought that was so cool. I think that's really cool.
Prince bought my uncle his first Mercedes.
Oh, no way. That's legit. This one's for you, buddy. And anyways, what have you been doing, man? Partying? Getting your drink on or what?
Dude, I've just been drinking out of my mead horn. Come on.
Dude, it would spill so hardcore if you did it from that way. Like,
dude, no, it wouldn't.
Because, like, I guess.
Have you ever actually owned a mead horn? No, I didn't think so. So maybe you should just not try to tell me.
All right, shut up. Mine. Fuck you. Oh yeah, okay. So what'd you play, man? Overwatch? Oh no, that's right. You can't no more. Cause.
Wow, man. Wow.
Yeah. Now we talked about it enough last week, but that game looks dope though. Like.
I'm sure this was a funny anecdote about me loading the game up after the stream last week, only to find that the servers were actually down. And of course, there's this long period of silence now because I have just boiled the joke down to its base components. Wow, I can really talk for a long time about nothing. This is really embarrassing.
Oh, that's right, yeah. You're just like, ah, never mind.
Well, that
Hey,
sucks.
so
I was muted.
Mario. Oh, you were muted.
I
Oh,
was muted.
so nobody cares about anything Joel said. Let's just move on.
Wait, how did that happen? That's so weird. Quick recap. I have a meat horn. And sounds
Yeah,
suck.
he has a meat horn. He has a meat horn. Joel builds stuff for musicians, including Prince.
Mm-hmm.
This one's for Prince. Joel sucks. He didn't play nothing because there's no Overwatch right now, and he's sad.
In the show notes,
And
it just says, under what I've played, it says, because when I was typing out, I was like, okay, here's what I played. And I was like, I played Stardew Valley because for some reason I wanted to go back and play that. It's a really good game, but I don't know what in God's name made me even think about that because that was my entire day gone. I played a little bit of WoW because the Overwatch like pre-order bonuses came out. So like in WoW, you have a little tiny baby Winston, the monkey, as like one of your battle pets. And then in Hearthstone, the card backs came out. So I wanted to get on to WoW again and claim that at least, which was awesome. And then like Hearthstone, lots of Hearthstone. I managed to grind my way from 22 to 14 today. So there's that.
GG.
Tempo Mage all the way.
So here's my weekly Ark Report. Cue the theme music, Smokey. There
isn't any.
Here's Sam's Ark Report. Na 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 na. Our stone hatchet. Go, yeah, guy. Thank you. Thank you. So here's another weekly Ark Report from your boy, and we got one of the members of the Bards of Cock and Balls. That's our tribe name. Thank you, Sudi. In the chat room.
I can tell that people take you guys real seriously.
They are starting to now because this report, dude. Oh my god, let me tell you. So on Monday night, I think it was Monday night or...
Hold on, it works just fine.
It was Monday night or Tuesday night. Me and Mario and my brother logged in, and finally we had remembered where Mario had put what foundation we had left from when we got kicked out of the mountain by the High Council.
What do you mean you remembered where you put it? Did you guys like bury it and leave it?
No, like Mario like demolished what we had when they kicked us out, and then rebuilt the foundation or something from what he had left, and he randomly put it somewhere before we logged out because since we didn't have a place to stay, if he died with them on him, then we would have just lost him.
Right.
So now we are in the the northeast zone of the island, close to the beach with a bunch of forest behind us. And that night we spent like probably 2-3 hours building this house, all out of stone, ready to go.
Jeez.
And we just did some other stuff. You know, Sudi kept hunting for meat to keep us, you know, to keep our hunger up while we were working. And yeah, because Sudi is the highest out of all of us, so he knows how to make most of the weapons, so he just was hunting the whole time. And he actually like went to another player's, took all of his like wooden thatch and stuff, and we used that stuff. So then we fell asleep inside the house, and the next day I didn't have to go into work, so I logged in just to check if we were still there. And sure as shit, no one messes with a stone house, man. We all woke up all woke up in her house, and we were all perfectly fine, and it worked out. And then Mario later that day checked to see if we were good and stuff, and we were good. So I
Nice.
logged in today, and I woke up in my sleeping bag and whatever.
Perfect.
Anyways, so last night, Sudi, after recording my podcast last night, Sudi was like, "Do you want to play?" And I was like, "Sure." And we probably played for a couple hours, and we're just doing stuff. There's this little thatch house, like on the kind of like kitty corner, probably like good 40 yards away, and
Yeah.
Sudi goes over there, and it's like busted open, right? So he just goes in. He's like, "There's stuff in here," and there was a tamed dinosaur there, and he killed the tamed dinosaur.
Oh, that's
and
mean.
took all the stuff. He took all the stuff, and I'm sorry, you shouldn't, like, when you tame a dinosaur, you shouldn't leave it out like that. That's pretty stupid. But
Just
I'm
'cause
going
some
to
people are trusting individuals doesn't mean they're stupid. God, it's because of dicks like you guys that go around.
freaking yeah, and then so then he logs in literally 20 minutes later. This dude's name was Lane, and he was a level 9 character. He logs in literally 10 minutes later and was like, "I hate when I log in and blah 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 blah," right? And he walks up to Sudi, and I don't know what happened. Apparently he punched Sudi first, so Sudi retaliated and killed him. And he freaks out on the chat, on the server chat, and just starts bitching and bitching and bitching, and I just go, "Part of the game." And then this kid is so mad, and you could tell by the way he was like getting righteous and upset was he must have been like a 14, 15-year-old kid.
Right.
Maybe even 12 or 13. And somebody from the High Council replies and goes, "Yeah, Sudi is that person is just a jerk. Like, I've dealt with him already."
Right.
And another person from the High Council, the person who kicked us off the mountain, replies, "Yep, can confirm." And I'm like, so now Sudi is already notorious for going around and just stealing and jacking and killing people. So now he's gonna get us killed, right?
Right.
So like, I'm gonna send you this picture, and maybe see if you could show it up on the screen, because
What are you sending
it's really
on?
funny.
Okay, I got it.
Facebook.
Yeah, I got it.
And then he's arguing, and Sudi was like, "You know what, dude? I didn't bitch about it when it happened to me when I first started. Level back up and come take it back, like I had to do." And then somebody from the High Council was like, "Yeah, dude, that's all you can do." Okay, so this picture right here, as you can see, is Sudi sleeping in her house, and that's Mario's character taking a shit on his face. You can see the big old piece of poop next to Sudi's face.
Wow.
Pretty funny.
Wow.
Yeah, see, ball sacks the butt sniff. That's Sudi, level 31.
Wow.
We figured it'd be funny after Sudi fell asleep. We would drop a big old piece of poopy.
Wow.
Yeah, so Mario decided to lay a grumpy on his face, and the shit was funny. So like,
Mario in chat said, "Yeah, because if you walk into a pool with alligators and trust them, they're dicks for eating you."
yeah,
Yeah, but this is a game. It's a game. People want to play and have fun. People don't want to play and get jacked.
dude. I mean, I don't know if it's the server.
No.
Maybe that's every server?
All games that are survival games. Period. A survival game will only ever attract people that want to troll everyone else. That's just how it is.
Right. I mean, there's and let me point out too that there are plenty of times where we ran into people from the High Council,
Sure,
and the Imperial Order and other tribes, and we were just like, "Hey,
right.
like, can we get a piece of meat and some stuff?" And then they gave us free stuff, and we walked away. It's whatever, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know what this kid was doing. He came up and he saw Sudi by the house. He started saying shit like, "You broke into it, you killed my dinosaur." And he was like, "Okay, first off, your dinosaur was out in the open, And secondly, your house was already blown open by the time I got there. Somebody probably went in there before me.
Right.
You know,
But they
when you
didn't kill
walk
his
by a
dinosaur.
house, when you walk into by a house and you see that it's just open,
Right. You know,
most of the time somebody abandoned it. So we
Right.
always just go in there just to check.
Sure.
Maybe that's what Sui thought it
Sure.
was, you know.
And you know what? Really,
Anyways,
well, I think the bottom line is that you don't play Dark Souls without knowing that it's hard and you're gonna die out. Like, that's just not. You don't play Dark Souls because you want an easy experience. You don't play survival games online because you want people to be nice. That's just not how it works. Like, most of the fun
Right.
comes from running around with your friends and getting into those situations, right? Like you can talk about right
Yeah.
now. That's what makes those games fun. So,
yeah, and it's fun to us. You know, like when we get killed, we get mad, yeah, but we're just kind of also like, man, fuck,
look,
like,
you're not
you
doing
know, like,
this shit in real life, so cool.
No. And I think it's too, like when we get killed, we're more mad that we have to get all our stuff back or remake all
Right.
our stuff.
Right, because that is frustrating.
Yeah, and people from the High Council started kind of replying back to this kid and was like, dude, just grind up. When you see Ball Sacks the butt sniff again, go after him, kick his ass, take all his stuff, take all your stuff back. Grind, level up, don't leave your stuff out in the open, and go back and kick his ass.
So when you died, you like lose all your levels too?
No.
Okay.
Just all the stuff you're holding.
Sure, okay.
And yeah, so like that's what kind of sucked about not having a house when we were doing this and that's the thing, you can't build stone houses until you're level 25.
Right.
So there's no point in building thatch and wood houses.
Right.
You know, there is a point in learning those abilities because they're prereqs for learning the stone foundation stuff. But yeah, that's why you got to grind as much as you can, and that's why me and Sudi and Mario, we would literally drown ourselves in the water.
Right.
So we would be dead logging in.
Sure.
So nobody could take our stuff. You know, like we just did what we could and we grinded. Now we're all past 25 and we want a house. We want part of the island, and that's what we got. And this dude left this stuff out in the open, and I'm ready for him. When he wants to come back, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's the game. That's what we had to do when the High Council killed us when we were level 1 and 2 and 3 and the Imperial Order. So
why haven't you guys tamed dinosaurs yet?
we haven't really figured out how yet. Because when you get thrown in the game,
look it up for you?
there's not really a tutorial.
Do you want me to look it up for you right now?
No, Sudi knows how.
Okay.
It's just that it's easier to do it when you can. Okay, so you have to make like a little cauldron thing to like make food in it.
Yep.
And when you do that, there's like you can make like dino food or food that they like.
Sure.
And then when it attracts them, you can start taming them.
Right.
And another way to do it, but this is harder, is to knock them out.
Right.
And you have to punch them or build a club.
Yep.
And that's harder to do because they start dying.
Yep.
And if their like unconscious bar goes down all the way before the tame bar goes all the way up,
Right.
then you're screwed.
And other people can run up and hit them too while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And going up against a Brontosaurus when you're below level 30 is not a good idea.
Not gonna happen.
So yeah, I definitely want to tame a Brontosaurus. And definitely do that, and definitely tame a pterodon so we can go flying around and stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
But yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
moving on. That was a whole lot of
Moving
Ark
on.
stuff. That was 10 minutes of Ark.
That was a whole lot of Ark stuff.
Man, I don't really know
Shout
what
out
to
to
get
you.
first, I guess. So with Hearthstone, the new card expansion's coming out on the 25th in 4 days, which is Wednesday, I believe. It's the 26th thing because it's Tuesday. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't know. It's one of those 2 days. Anyway, just for logging in, you get 3 packs, which is cool. You will also get Cthulhu, which is like the legendary of the expansion. Most of the cards are kind of based around Cthulhu, so you get that.
Okay.
And then if you perform a series of quests, you'll get 5 packs. And then if you do another series of quests, you get 5 more. So you'll actually, just by logging in and playing for free, you will get 13 packs of Whispers of the Old Gods. Kind of a neat little promotion they're doing. I have a bunch of gold saved up that I've been hoarding. So I'll be able to buy like 26 packs total. for nothing, which is really cool. Pretty excited about that. That's also introducing standard, which I'm super excited for. They also they're nerfing a ton, well, not a ton, but they're nerfing a lot of cards that really, really needed it. Druids are no longer going to be able to do their Force of Nature Savage Roar combo. Yes. Force of Nature Savage Roar. Force of Nature spawns 3 2/2 tokens that with charge, right? That die at the end of the turn. Savage Roar gives everything 2 damage. So in one turn, at like turn 7, you can do 15 damage, right? Which sucks. Fucking sucks when you're playing against a druid, because you know damn well if you're anywhere below 15 on turn 7, you're just going to die. That's just how it is. That's no longer going to happen, and I'm really excited about that. So druids are going to actually have to learn how to play and not rely on stupid combos. Pretty stoked for that. And I think that's when you're probably going to jump into, right, during standard, the new standard. And
so you're saying, how long has this promotion gone on for?
I think it just goes on. Like, that's just what it is. When you jump in there.
And then after you claim your stuff, then you don't get it no more or whatever.
Correct.
Okay.
The Dark Souls board game started on Kickstarter. So I wrote this was actually for last week's show, but it ran really long, so we didn't get to it. Since I wrote this, the Dark Souls board game did go up on Kickstarter, and in under 24 hours, it reached $1 million. $1 million in 24 hours. It got so many that the last time I checked, their like stretch goals, they stopped at like 600 or 64,000 or something crazy like that. Like they just didn't go anymore. Like they all had question marks. Like they could not figure out enough stretch goals fast enough to like cover how much they got. So it's gonna happen. Oh man, we do have to play that when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
Dark Souls the board game. And I think we need a special rule that if you roll a 1, you get kicked in the balls. If you're not going to go hardcore, don't play Dark Souls.
All right, fuck you. I got nothing down there, so it don't matter to me.
Oh, okay. Then you're not going to mind when I kick.
What?
You're not going to mind when I kick there, then.
No. No.
I'm just going to bring a load of dice because I do not want to get kicked in the junk, dude. Let me tell you. Let's see. After that, so this is kind of shitty news. Anybody who owns a PS4, you're basically getting slapped in the face today.
This I didn't hear about. I didn't read this. I want to know what this is.
This sucks. So, like, they've been talking about updating the current gen of consoles. Like, instead of putting out a whole new one, kind of getting updated models, basically. And the PlayStation 4 one is adding, like, a more powerful, like, graphics card, better processor. It's just going to be a better version of the PlayStation 4. When that comes out, people that dropped money on one they just have a worse product. And that really sucks. Because I have one. It makes me a little angry. Now, I don't know if they're going to offer some kind of a program to maybe send yours in, but I highly doubt that they're going to do that. I just don't see
like
that
a rebate towards a new one, or
right, like, make me pay $20 for a new one or something. But that really sucks, because literally I just will have a worse version of the console, just all around. I don't think
that's like
fair.
when the DS Lite came out, and like literally not even a year later, the DSi came out.
Yeah, like
I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I don't get, like, I understand if it's like the PlayStation 5. Yeah, I don't expect to get upgraded to that, right?
Right.
But it's still the PS4.
Yeah.
And it's going to suck when I'm playing a game that you're playing, but yours looks better and it runs better.
Yeah.
That's why we buy consoles, because they're the same. We don't have to worry about any of that crap. Like PCs, you have to tweak it. You have to make sure you have the right specs, blah, blah, and this and that. I love gaming on PC, but sometimes you just want to buy a game and just play it and not have to worry about anything else. And
right. So how has the gaming community taken to this?
They feel like they're getting
Did
slapped
you-
in the face.
Okay.
It's a huge, like, it just sucks. It's a slap in the face, just all around.
Well, I know
People aren't happy
Remy
about it.
Moraine in the chat room has a PS4 too.
Mm.
And I wonder, I'm sure he's a little irked by that as well. But that's shitty.
It is kinda
good thing
shitty.
I didn't buy one.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, dude, that is really shitty though. I'd probably be pissed too.
Yeah, if
I'd be
anything,
like,
there
oh, okay,
so
cool.
so Remy Moraine said if anything, there should be a way to upgrade a console through some kind of expansion slot. I remember before this generation was announced, this is like 6 years ago, they said that was what was going to happen next. They were looking into the ways of doing like, remember that cell phone you could buy like in parts? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
And
Yep.
like you would just, it was called modules. You would put the modules together and there's like your new screen. They were talking about doing it like that, which I don't know why they didn't. They could literally make the console run just forever at that point and just sell components. Like that's, but yeah, like something like that would be great. But the system's not built for that. Like it is with the hard drive. The hard drive you can just pull right out, right, and just replace it with another one. That's great. But you know, like the processor is not like that. You can't just stick another one in there. So yeah, it'd be great if they offered something like that, but they don't. So
That sucks.
yep. So all the people that waited are going to get a better experience than me, and I waited. So oh well.
Right. It's like even you waited. And...
I'll still play it. I still like my PS4. It's not going to run worse. It's just
Right.
It's just kind of a shitty thing. Like, you know, it sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty poopy.
Sucks. It is pretty poopy. Man, I should just buy an Xbox One now.
Get an X-Boner, dude. The X-Bone.
I saw this ad for Xbox One. It was like the only console to have all 10 of the top selling games of 2015 on it. And I was like, what? Oh, did Halo come out? Is that why that's considered all 10? Because Halo was in there and Sony doesn't have Halo? Because almost every game is like cross-platform. Oh yeah, that's right. The new PS4 has the 4K. 4K. That's the other reason. Sucks, because now I have a 4K TV.
You ever see that picture of that face bomb? But it was so hard that his hand just went through his head. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
Live on the air.
just whoosh.
Other than that,
Oh,
I
man.
have. So we like DC deck building. Yeah.
Yes,
That game's
I
fun.
do. This, I'm excited about.
So
Like,
my favorite tabletop games are in order from 1 to 2. It is Smash Up and the DC deck building. They're both they're both wonderful games. This is really exciting to me too. But go ahead, Dan, take it away.
Cryptozoic Games.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cryptozoic Games, by the way. But they made the DC deck building, the Street Fighter one, the Naruto one, and all that goodness. And they got some other stuff too. They got the Quarriors, I think it's called, or is that Whiskers? I don't remember. But yeah, it's Cryptozoic Quarriors. But yeah, now they're making Cartoon Network crossover Crisis deck building game,
Yup.
and I'm looking at it, and it looks like it's gonna be kind of like DC deck building, and it's gonna have its own set of rules, but still like whatever. The only thing that I'm griping about is that, well, actually, it's got a pretty good slew of shows on there.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
maybe
definitely
they did it the way they did it because when they make expansions, they want to include other.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it's so like Adventure Time was after my time. Johnny Bravo, however, was not. That was like when I was younger. I used to watch Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory,
Yeah.
Samurai Jack. Those are the things that are like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Those speak to me. Like the rest of them kind of don't, so I could kind of just be okay without them. But
Right.
yeah,
I like Adventure Time. I don't mind Gumball. It's kind of annoying. I don't like Clarence. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Dexter's Johnny Bravo, obviously. Regular Show is actually really funny.
Yeah.
Samurai Jack, of course. And Samurai Jack, the new season of Samurai Jack got confirmed for Adult Swim on Cartoon Network, by the way.
Isn't there a theory that Samurai Jack takes place in the future of the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah. Yep.
I saw that.
Like that future setting he's in is...
Why is the Powerpuff Girls absent from this list?
That's a good question.
You'd think that would be like the flagship.
That'd be like one of the first ones, right? Yeah. I have no idea. That's a good question.
There's no Rick
Steven
and Morty.
Universe is also really good.
Yeah, and
maybe it's
Adventure Time, Gumball, Clarence, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, Regular Show, Samurai Jack, and Steven Universe.
Yep.
That's so like no Rick and Morty. That's actually a good point too, because that's really popular.
Well, Rick and Morty's Adult Swim though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are they Adult Swim now? Powerpuff Girls?
Powerpuff Girls is not. No, the new season is not.
Then I don't know. That seems really bizarre to me that they wouldn't include that.
Yeah. But I am excited about it. Maybe they're gonna come out with like an expansion that's like 90s stuff, and then it's just all gonna be like Powerpuff Girls, Ed and Eddie.
Ooh.
But
like Dexter's Lab, is that still going? That's not still going.
No. No. Dexter's Lab, Sam Jack, Johnny Bravo are not going.
Courage.
And the new season of Powerpuff Girls like just started.
Right.
And Courage is not going anymore, obviously. But
right.
You know.
Dude, I just want like
I
want like a Nicktoons version of this now. So bad.
Oh yeah, dude, do it.
Doug,
like that'd be sweet.
Rocko's Modern Life. Give it to me. Hey Arnold.
I just watched Doug the other day.
Which one? The TBS? Because remember they had like the Doug the After Years on like a different channel.
It was Disney. Disney got rights to it.
Okay. Either way.
Yeah, it was like his last year of high school or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was weird. That was really weird. Nah, man, Doug Funny, Skeeter Valentine, Roger Klotz,
Banging
and
on a
Patty
trash
Mayonnaise.
can.
Drumming on a street light.
Or wait, is it drumming on a trash can, banging on a street light? I think it is.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the beats. That's all I know, man. That was like the best band.
Yeah,
ever.
the beats.
Pork chop. Oh my god.
Pork chop. What was Roger's cat's name? Stinky.
Stinky.
His name was Stinky. Yeah.
Dude, Roger. Oh, what a douche. What was his name?
Baby
Roger
Bluff?
Klotz, was it?
Roger Klotz. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
The best parts. Here's the thing
Patty
about Doug,
Mayonnaise.
okay?
Yeah.
And the best parts about Doug, and I'll segue into the next thing I want to say here. The best part about Doug is the references to pop culture at the time. And there was this, the thing about Doug was that he ended the episode with writing in a journal.
Mm-hmm.
But he would sometimes draw comics in this journal.
Right.
And he would draw himself as like Quail Man.
Quail Man.
The superhero who wears underwear on the outside.
Didn't he have like a belt
Yep.
around it with the thing up? Yeah.
Yep.
Holy
Yep.
shit.
And then Durango Doug, which was like Indiana Jones.
Yep. Damn.
And then I don't remember what this one was called. I think it was just called Doug Funny International Spy or something, but it was supposed to be like 007.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really liked those. And speaking of which, Animaniacs is now on Netflix, and I've been doing nothing but watching that every night.
I have to go.
That show, that show, dude. That show,
dude,
is
Chicken
all
Foot. Oh
pop
my
culture.
god, Chicken Foot was the best segment on Animaniacs. Period.
Oh yeah, where everyone's like, "No, he's a hero. No, he's a chicken."
Foot. Dude, it was just a big bird who was very obviously a bird, just being a bird, and
they didn't know he was a friggin' chicken until the very end.
Wait a minute, I think this guy
No,
might be a chicken.
and that's a great point, because here's the thing: that show is all movie references.
Nothing but.
like 80% of the show is just all movie references. And one of the segments, one of the Animaniacs is the three pigeons, the good feathers.
Yeah.
Like one's Ray Liotta, one's Robert De Niro, and the other one's Joe
Pesci.
And you know, when I was a kid, and I'm laughing at this show more now than I was when I was younger. But as you were saying about Chicken Foot, right? The one I just watched was one where it was Forrest Gump.
Oh yeah.
And the chicken was Forrest Gump, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, this chicken's a hero." He's like, "No, he's a chicken." And then Nixon was like, "What are you kidding me?" Like whatever. And he's like, "Rah."
Right.
And then he's like, and then he also played ping pong, and he was like, "Bagak," and he like freaking like.
What like a bizarre like concept? Like, whose idea was that? It's just like
I have no idea.
We'll do this segment where it's normal life, but there's a giant bird, and nobody knows it's a bird.
Until all the clothes come off. And then at the end,
it's like, have you ever seen the game Octodad?
No.
So like Octodad is it's one of those games where like each button controls a different limb, right? Those really hard like co-op games. So like in that you're a squid, you're an octopus, but you have like a hat on and a suit, and so like two of the tentacles are the one arm, two are the other. You know what I mean? And you're trying to walk through and do normal daily things without knocking everything over, to convince your family you're not a squid, like that you're just a person.
Convince your family.
It's so fucking bizarre. It's like, it reminds me of Chicken Boo though.
Yeah, freaking you got Pinky in the Brain, and
obviously.
then you have Buttons and the little girl.
That's right.
And then you have the one kid. It's literally just the 5-second ones, you know. It's just It's just a picture of a house, and then you have the one kid that comes out. And he's like, "So like this one time, my dad." He just says like this really one thing in all one sentence, and he goes, "Okay, bye," and then he just like runs away. Yeah. But like 50% of the time, he like trips on the stairs and he's going out to the door.
I think my favorite part about that.
And then the ones where it's like,
what? Go ahead.
The ones where he's like, "Good idea,"
bad.
And then it's like, "Yeah, bad idea."
Yep.
It's like the same thing but stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, no. So go watch that, please. Netflix.
Dude, yeah, absolutely.
Animaniacs. Shit is so funny. Like, oh my god. Autobahn Schlüsselpuss Krankengescheit, the German song, dude.
So we've been watching Fate Zero. Again, I'm gonna show my girlfriend, and we made the mistake today of watching one episode of Doctor Who, David Tennant's final episode, and now it's like, oh god, we have to watch all of them. So like between like Fate Zero and now it's gonna be Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do Animaniacs right now. Maybe I'll do that like during the day.
Oh, you have to. You had to fit in Animaniacs. You had to sometime.
Man.
It's a good falling to sleep show. I will say that.
That's true. Well, but so is YouTube. I just use YouTube.
Oh man. But yeah, man. Let's get into the main topic here. Upcoming movies that we are hype about. The Doctor Strange teaser. Benedict Cumberbatch. Okay.
My dude. Oh my god. I love
dude,
that man.
Benedict Cumberbatch, dude. He's so fucking funny. Like, have you seen that dude in an interview?
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to be a guy. Like, he just wants to chill. Like,
I can't remember when like I decided I liked him. I think it was in Sherlock.
Sherlock?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think if I saw him before Sherlock. I think I did, because I knew who he was going into Sherlock.
I seen Sherlock, and then I didn't really think about him for a bit until I saw Into Darkness, the Star Trek Into Darkness.
Yeah.
Where he played Khan.
God, spoilers. Yeah. Come on, man. No, he played oh, what was his name before everyone found out it was Khan? Something.
I don't remember.
Like, it was the name, because everyone's like, oh, the new Star Trek, is Khan gonna be in it? And they're all like, no. Khan's not in the new Star Trek movie. Come on, guys. And then they gave some code name for the dude. I can't think of what it is now. But everyone's like, are you sure it's not going to be Khan? And they're like, it's not Khan. And then it was Khan. Everyone's like, damn it, you guys. But I can tell you, I'm not psyched for Star Trek 3.
Oh, I forgot what that one was called.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Dude, go watch that
Kind of
trailer.
forgot about it.
We watched the trailer again like a couple days ago, and both of us looked at each other and we're like, yeah, there's really nothing in this trailer that is anything standout-ish at all. It's just
Right.
whatever. But anyway, Doctor Strange. Let's do that one. Looks so tight.
Doctor Strange, I'm digging it. I think it looks dope.
The extent that I know about Doctor Strange is like he uses magic. He is in the Illuminati, the group.
Yes, he is.
And he's partly responsible for sending Hulk to space.
He was one of the people in the Illuminati for that.
The only one against it was Professor X?
I believe it was Professor X who was against it, yeah.
I don't know shit about Doctor Strange. So, to me, this looks amazing. So, you know about Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think then?
I do. He gets taught the world beyond the world by the Ancient One, learns martial arts, and then he's given the cloak of levitation and the Eye of Agamotto, and he becomes a badass. You know, like he's kind of weird at first because, you know, in the beginning, I don't remember if this was real or not. I got to read about it because I didn't really get into Doctor Strange until like during Civil War.
Sure.
But I think they originally created him to be like a bad guy at first.
Oh.
Because like he was a master of black magic and stuff like that. But he is cool. He's a cool character. He becomes the Sorcerer Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Like later down in the Marvel universe, he gets the position of the Sorcerer Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
He was Team Cap for Civil War.
Sure.
And
no, he's not part of Civil War though, in the Marvel universe, the movies.
The cinematic universe, no, yeah,
okay.
He's not part of it.
Okay, because he's officially the beginning of Phase 3, or is that Cap?
No, Phase 3 is Civil War.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, May 6th, couple weeks.
Oh my god!
Next
oh
week,
my
actually,
god! Don't. You need to shut up. Don't put that
2 weeks
in my head
from
right
2
now.
weeks from tomorrow.
Shut up.
We gotta go. We gotta go together.
Oh,
because we gotta see this shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
We'll
course.
see if Marmar wants to come too.
Man, I don't want to go now.
But yeah, he's just this badass magician, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't have superhuman powers.
Right.
Okay, like well, yeah, obviously he does. But like it wasn't something that was cursed upon him or born with. It was something that was taught to him, and then he was given the Eye of Agamotto, and then he kept learning stuff from there, you know?
He wasn't bitten by a radioactive sorcerer, is what you're saying.
No.
Gotcha.
It's not like Vivi from FF9 went up to him and was like,
I was going to say, you watch your mouth, you watch what you're about to say. Don't you ever talk about Vivi in a negative light.
Vivi is best as Bando to Joel.
Vivi is one of the saddest characters I've ever seen in my entire life. That poor
Don't say nothing because I still haven't played
dude.
9.
Oh my god, you have to play it.
I still haven't played 9. I might buy it on Steam. Maybe I'll just buy it on Steam.
Let's do it. It's cheap.
But yeah, freaking yeah, I like in Marvel's Capcom 3 how they did Doctor Strange in that one when he did the Eye of Agamotto spell. He'd be like, the way they did his voice was Eye of Agamotto.
So now, do you feel?
But he was actually really good in that game.
Do you feel that it? Oh, so the interesting thing to me about Doctor Strange, the movie, is that other than Scarlet Witch, magic is not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Period. Because like Thor was changed, right? Thor was changed. Oh shit, Mom! Just remember this. Do you remember back in the day when Thor was announced? They were originally going to make it a technology-based Thor. Do you remember that?
Oh
Because
yeah.
they wanted to avoid magic completely. They didn't want anything to do with magic.
Yeah.
So now, a lot of people thought originally when Scarlet Witch was introduced that was like not the testing ground, but like the let's dip our feet in and show people that magic is a part of this universe now. And then a lot of people thought that was going to lead to Doctor Strange, which, of course, Doctor Strange is now going to be a movie. So,
Doctor.
So how do you feel about magic now being introduced?
I don't mind it.
Nope, me neither. Good. I'm glad we
When
got
you
that
think of
out of the way.
Marvel, when you think of Marvel or DC, and even Image Comics, you know, you think of Hellboy
Oh yeah.
and things like that. You know, it's very mystical.
Right.
And there's so much that was the thing back in the day, is when these comics came out, they came out to amaze people.
Sure. The Amazing Spider-Man.
Fantasy tales,
Right.
tales from afar, whatever, you know. And I don't think anything of it. I think it's only proper to do Doctor Strange justice and do it the way.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely like
And
that difference that they need, you know, because like if they kept putting out the same kind of thing, it gets a little boring.
Yeah.
But like by putting out something different, a little bit newer, like I think Doctor Strange is perfect, even though people are complaining that it looks like Inception, which I can see where they're coming from, but I don't care. It looks amazingly cool.
But Inception looked awesome, so you're just saying like,
they're like,
it
well, they're
looks
just
awesome.
ripping off Inception. It's like, no, that doesn't matter. It
Right.
looks cool. Just like something.
And one thing I did like too, to kind of further answer your question, is in Thor, when he was explaining to Natalie Portman's character, like, oh, I come from a world where magic and science are the same. You know, one explains the other.
Right, sure.
You know?
Yeah, that was like their easy way of kind of getting around it.
Yeah. Isn't Inception just Paprika but worse? I haven't seen Paprika yet, so calm down. Okay.
Don't worry, the Matrix
And
is just Dark City, but worse.
Yeah, Dark City. Yeah. Ghostbusters, dude. It's gonna be a bad movie.
I don't want to say anything.
It's just gonna be. It's just gonna be all comedic, whatever, and then I don't know. That movie just seems like an ultimate throwback that we didn't really need. But Crystal Light, you know, just like shut the fuck up. Okay, like. Now I want to talk about this. I want to get into this. This is something I kind of brought up to Joel, because me and Joel showed the trailer to me of the new Godzilla movie. Shout out to Hideaki Anno. Hideaki Anno is my main bitch. Okay, he's awesome. He did all the Evangelion stuff. He's still doing the Evangelion stuff. He took a break on Evangelion, the 4th movie, to do this. And if you haven't seen the new Godzilla trailer,
if you haven't seen it, know that Godzilla appears more in that trailer than he did in the American movie that just came out.
the 2014 one. Yeah.
Yes. You see not only time-wise you see more of Godzilla, but physically and in lighting you see more of Godzilla. So I hate that movie so bad. I hate that movie. That movie is everything wrong with American like cinema done.
Yeah. I think one of the questions posed was, why is Japan the only ones who can capture Godzilla properly?
Yep.
I don't know what it is. They just got into the kaiju game really early.
Right.
They've been doing it for so long. It's like, do you want to pay? Okay, I want a custom guitar made. Do I want to go to the guy do I want to pay $80 and go to this guy who's got fancy stuff, fancy this? Or do I want to pay $100 and go to the guy who's been doing it for 20 years?
Sure.
I mean, it's almost like if you want to see this kind of film, go watch these ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go watch Godzilla vs. Mothra. Go watch Godzilla vs. Megalon. Go watch the Terrier of Mechagodzilla.
Godzilla Final
Go watch
Wars.
Final Wars. You know, like, anytime America has put their hands on Godzilla, and I'll even say it about Power Rangers, okay? I don't mind the way that the new Rita Repulsa looks. It's still really weird and just really different. I knew that was going to happen, although it's not my favorite.
She looks like an iguana. Or like a bearded
and I think
dragon.
Elizabeth Banks is gorgeous, okay? But like,
yeah, we literally
you
had
gotta
this
kind of like,
conversation.
yeah, oh yeah, sure. But like, you gotta kind of like, I know people are gonna say things like, oh well, you have to realize that it's 2016 and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, I get that, but when you're taking something with source material, there's a way to handle it, and there's like a fine line between fucking it up and making it awesome.
Right.
And I think some screenplay writers in Hollywood, in America, are just got their head so far up their own asses, thinking they're the shit when they write a screenplay, and it's like, no, dude, you're not. You think you're being really tasteful, and you're not.
Yeah, like they all want to have something that is theirs, right? That is distinctly theirs. They want to have their own style and flair. They care less about the source material and more about getting noticed for what they do, which sucks.
Right.
I think the other thing is that Japan is not afraid to just not use CGI garbage all the time. Like they're totally okay using puppets and costumes and shit. Like it doesn't look bad. It looks. I mean, you can. Part of the Godzilla charm is that it's a little cheesy, right? It doesn't. I don't need to watch it and be like, oh my god, this is a thing that's really gonna come get me. I know. Yeah.
Right.
I know Godzilla is not fucking real. But like when you watch a Godzilla movie growing up, as like I did when I grew up, my dad showed me all the Godzilla movies. We used to go to Sam Goody and hunt them down.
Sam Goody,
dude, because they were the only ones that had them at the Rosedale Mall. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Or Remy's gonna like this one. Suncoast Video,
dude. Suncoast Video.
How do you like that one, dude?
Yes. Oh, that's
I used to
what
go
it
to
was.
Suncoast and get my anime VHSs there.
That's what it was. I was trying to think of the other place. It wasn't Sam Goody. It was Suncoast. You're absolutely correct. Damn, that was
Sam
like
Goody and Suncoast were the places you went to get music and movies that you couldn't find at like Best Buy or Target.
When you wanted to pay 3 times the amount that they charged at Best Buy.
Right.
Dude. But anyway, like growing up watching those, I expect to see a suit, right? But now that I've seen the last generation, like Final Wars and stuff like that, I know that they add CGI in there too, but they do it tastefully. Where it's not a bunch of crazy wiggly shit that I know isn't real, right? It's just done. It's blended together well, and it feels good.
Something about practical effects,
Sure. Well, Peter Jackson.
Also, Ultraman.
Yeah.
Ultraman movie's coming out, and that he's going to be CG'd, but it still looks cool. I think. Mm-hmm. I think they can do that properly since they've been in the kaiju and tokusatsu game for a long time.
Yeah.
But also, I want to point out too that there's a new King Kong film coming out.
Oh, Skull Island or something like that, right?
I'm pretty sure that that King Kong film and this new Godzilla film are supposed to collide in the future. I'm pretty sure.
God, that'd be great. I'd be totally down for like another King Kong versus Godzilla movie. One done well.
I'd be super down.
Tight. That link, by the way.
Yeah, that Madoka.
If you just want to go ahead and send me that, that'd be great. Thank you.
That'd be great.
Oh man, that's so awesome. But yeah, the Godzilla trailer. Literally, go check it out. It's the best thing in the Godzilla space that's happened in the past 10 years. I don't know. When was Final Wars?
Yep.
Is that about 10 years ago?
Yeah, it was like 2005, 4.
Let's see. Godzilla Final Wars 2004. So yeah, 12 years it's been since we've had like a good ass Godzilla. I think that was the last one.
And I think it's really important to get a dialogue going about what people want. I'm starting to find that more companies, whether it's video game or anime or movies or whatever, are starting to listen to their fans a little more. Like obviously Cartoon Network is bringing back Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, and things like that. And there has to be a line.
Sure.
There has to be a time where Hollywood like stands up and goes, this isn't right.
Right.
Like we're doing something wrong, and we've been doing it wrong for the past 10, 15 years. And I don't know when that's going to come. Maybe it never will.
It'll happen when movies stop making money, which I mean, a lot of them are nowadays not making money. Some of them are making money still, but
a
lot of those risky ventures aren't.
Right. And maybe that's just more reason for, you and I to just keep funding the indie stuff. I don't fucking know. The movies that start on Kickstarter and whatnot. But and maybe two guys sitting in their bedrooms in front of a webcam can't do much about it. But I think it's important to have more opinions out there, especially on YouTube where people watch us. And the YouTube movie community is very, very indie. So I don't mind being a part of that on Cards in Hand. So I don't know, man. I'm hyped. That's all I got to say. Doctor Strange, Godzilla, Ultraman. I'm excited about all of it.
By the way, Final Wars actually cost $19.5 million, only made 12. Maybe that's why there hasn't been a Godzilla movie for like a while, because it's been a while.
Why? What? Maybe that's why Toho kind of fell off the
because
the butts a little bit.
Lost some money. That lost a decent amount of money. That sucks.
I got to give a shout out to Geek Tasmo in the chat room. I don't know if you know what 10 p.m. Central Standard Time means. It means my time. He comes in the very end.
Hold on.
Damn it, man. Okay.
Hold on.
Geek Tasmo, if you okay. If you guys don't know Geek Tasmo, he's got a very sweet stream on Twitch. I would check that out. He's I don't know what he's been playing lately, but I was watching him play Phoenix Wright.
Dude, I must have.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't. You can keep doing your plug. I have to announce something, but go ahead.
Oh no, I was just doing a shout out to Geek Tasmo because his stream is pretty cool to watch. What are we announcing?
I'm gonna start playing Dishonored on stream.
Oh yeah.
I've never played Dishonored ever. I have it, and I want to play it really bad. I just figured I might as well just play it.
Oh yeah, and keep an eye out on the Facebook too, dudes. Because sometimes, we as gamers, especially people like me and Joel, we just are like, we start playing a game, we'll be like, I kind of want to stream this, kind of like with Overwatch over the weekend. Joel was like, I have to stream this because it's Overwatch
absolutely.
and it's only for the weekend.
So, Geek Tasmo, please click on that link in chat. Thank you. I got you, bro. Don't worry about it.
Let me Google that for you.com.
For anyone who has never used this website before, fucking use it. And if you need me to tell you how to find it, let me Google that for you, okay?
Let me Google that for you, dude.
Funniest damn website ever.
Oh,
made.
man.
Yup.
Oh, my God. That's funny. All right.
Also, I am about 2,400 words into the script for the Let's Talk About that's due Monday. It's big. It's a really big one. It might be a couple days late.
It's a big deal.
It might be a couple days
Joel told me about this, and this is a pretty big deal. Wait, I'm gonna click on what is this? Oh, Jesus.
Nice.
Google search.
But the search results I'm getting are things I don't want to post on the stream.
Thank you for watching, guys. We are Cards in Hand Entertainment. That's Joel. I'm Sam. You can catch us live every Thursday night on twitch.com/cardsinhandmn, youtube.com/cardsinhandmn, facebook.com/cardsinhandmn. Like, sub, follow, poop, pee, lake, titty,
What am I going to name this episode?
Call it Autobahnschütze-Putzkreikengescheimeyer.
Not going to do that one. What should I call this episode?
Call it Godzilla!
That's kind of racist, though, isn't it? I don't really want to do that. I don't know.
Oh, call it, I don't know.
Damn it. Come on, you suck. I'm just going to go to the idle screen, and I'm going to let you awkwardly squirm for like 30 seconds.
I don't know what do you want me to, what? Wait. Okay. Stop it. Shut up. Go. Put my face back on. Okay, no, I don't want to look at you. Go
Oh
away.
my god, I'm done. Goodbye. How do I quit this?